All right, let's strut right into the dazzling world of one of nature's greatest show-offs, the peacock. We are going way beyond just the fabulous feathers to uncover some facts about this bird that are gonna surprise you.
Okay, so first things first. Let's dive in by clearing up something that honestly a lot of us get wrong. What we even call these birds.
We tend to call all of them peacocks, but technically that's not quite right. Only the males, the ones with that incredible, famous plumage, are actually peacocks. The females, they're called peahens, and they're a bit more low-key with their greens and browns. The species as a whole is known as peafowl. So there you go.
Now, how well do you really think you know these birds? Let's play a little rapid-fire game. I'll throw out a couple of questions, and you can see if you know the feathered fact from the fib.
First up, you look at that enormous, heavy-looking train of feathers. I mean, it seems basically impossible that they could get off the ground. So what's the deal? Can they actually fly?
That's right, they can. Now, they're not winning any awards for long-haul flights, that's for sure. But peacocks are totally capable of flying in these short, powerful bursts. It's usually to get away from predators or just to get up into the trees to sleep for the night.
Okay, let's really think about the scale of that incredible feather display. We see it all fanned out, but just how big is it, really? Could that tail actually be longer than a human's legs? You better believe it. Their train can stretch up to a stunning 6 feet long. To put that in perspective, those feathers make up over 60% of their entire body length. That is just an incredible feat of natural engineering.
So what's the point of all that beauty? It can't just be for show. Well, actually, it is. It's all about making a very, very powerful and specific statement.
It all comes down to their courtship ritual. When a peacock wants to impress a peahen, he puts on this whole 3-step show. First, he lifts that 6-foot train up into this giant shimmering fan. Then, he vibrates those feathers, which creates this amazing wall of color and a really distinct rustling sound. The whole thing is designed to completely dazzle the peahen into picking him. Honestly, if a peacock had a dating profile, it would be pretty intense, and maybe a little intimidating. 'Cause, as you're about to see, they are so much more than just a pretty face.
And yeah, you heard that right. These absolutely glamorous birds are also serious fighters. They're omnivores, and they use those sharp beaks and strong legs to take on snakes, insects, you name it.
So, with all this drama and beauty, it's no surprise that this bird's influence goes deep into human culture and history. We've been captivated by them for centuries.
In India, for instance, the peacock holds the super prestigious title of the national bird. And it's such a fitting choice, right? The bird really represents the country's elegance, its grace, and its rich heritage.
And the significance goes even deeper. In Hindu mythology, these birds are literally divine. They're the Vahana, which means the vehicle or mount, for gods like Karthikeya, the god of war. And they're also linked with Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom.
But what about the most iconic part of their plumage? Those mesmerizing eye spots. Where did they even come from? Well, it turns out there's a fascinating origin story for that, all the way from ancient Greece. So, the legend goes like this. The queen of the gods Hera had this giant guardian named Argus Panoptus, who had 100 eyes. After he was slain, Hera took his eyes and placed them on the tail of her favorite bird, the peacock, to honor him. And that ancient myth gives us this legendary explanation for those famous eye spots. So, we've covered the biology, the mythology. What can we actually take away from this incredible creature story? Turns out the peacock has some pretty powerful lessons to teach us.
Across so many cultures, their feathers are seen as these powerful symbols. They're believed to bring good fortune, offer protection by driving away evil, and of course, they've been an inspiration for countless artists, poets, and designers forever.
And here's some really great news for collectors. You can get these beautiful feathers completely guilt-free. The birds aren't harmed at all. After the breeding season ends, the males naturally shed their entire train and just grow a fresh new one the next year.
If a peacock could give us all advice, I think this is pretty much what it would be. It's a really powerful message about self-confidence, right? About showing off your best stuff and just embracing what makes you unique.
So, the ultimate lesson from the peacock is this. Be bold, be vibrant, and don't ever be afraid to show the world exactly what you've got. So go on. How will you show your colors today?